Hi guys, welcome to Sarah's Canva Studio. Now listen, I know my username literally says Canva, but today's video is going to be me creating a digital product with Photopea. I've used this tool several times in my videos, but today it's going to be the highlight. Here are a few reasons why I think Photopea is better than Canva. 1. It is a 100% free editing tool. 2. It is exactly like Adobe Photoshop. 3. It gives you much more liberty for customization compared to Canva. 4. I can provide you with free template links. This is the main reason for me. Canva has an option for shareable template links, however, it's only for paid users. And I know a lot of people out there just don't want to spend on a monthly subscription. That's not to say that you shouldn't. If it is the right option for you, you should definitely go for it. But for today's video, it'll all be about Photopea and how you can use it. So while I shared the pros of Photopea, there are some cons as well, although I wouldn't call it that. But the number one drawback is not having access to a graphic gallery, which means you'll have to download stock images, graphics, etc. in order to use them. But I see that as a pro TBH because I won't have to worry about being limited by Canva's paid graphic options. I can just use the internet and websites like Freepik, Pexels, etc., or better yet, just create my own graphics using AI. So let's get right into the product we're going to make today, birthday party invites.
If you've taken a look at Etsy, you know how popular birthday party invites are. You can see shops that are only selling these printable or digital invites and making huge profits. For example, this shop called Oh Happy Digitals sells printable products, has only been on Etsy for 6 months, has only a total of 150 plus listings, of which 52 are birthday invites, yet this shop has already made 2.8K sales. This means she's at least made $6,000 completely passively, even if her product was $2. This is just one of many channels. And the reason why I showed you this one is so you know that you don't need to have 1,000s in listings or have a shop that's really old. All you need is a popular product and consumers. And birthday invitations are never getting old. Let's get right into today's video and we'll use our old friend ChatGPT to get us started. I will be using ChatGPT for giving me a list of popular themes that do not use copyrighted text or images. Appropriate dimensions for a printable option of an invite and a digital invite. So I just gave ChatGPT a prompt to give me a list of theme ideas. Please don't forget to check the description for a link to my website where I break down the whole process into a blog with instructions, images, and a link to the final product template. So we have about 10 themes here, and we're going to use one of these in today's video to create. Let's go for this rainbow theme. This is quite popular among children. Now let's ask ChatGPT to give us dimensions for a printable card and a digital invite. So now we have our dimensions. Let's open up Photopea.com. You can also download it for your desktop. That's what I've done.
Okay, so I know what you're thinking. I'm not a designer. I'm not an illustrator. How will I know how to design an invite? Well, to simplify the process, we're going to create a mood board and we'll add a color palette on there and a few inspiration pictures of invites from Pinterest. We'll then combine all of these elements to create our stunning invite.
So here's me searching for some rainbow-themed birthday invites on Pinterest. You can do the same with an AI image generation tool as well. You could tell ChatGPT to generate an inspiration invite for you. However, I like to use Pinterest for ideas. You can see that I searched this theme over Pinterest and downloaded some inspiration images. I'm not going to copy these. I'm just going to keep them in front of me on a mood board so I can get a starting point. Okay, so now I will add all these images to a page on Photopea to our mood board. Let's open Photopea and click New Project. We will add our dimensions 5 into 7 inches and create our artboard. Once our artboard is ready, we will add all our inspiration images to it. I also created a swatch list for our color palette that I downloaded off Pinterest. Now let's start creating our invite. We're going to yet again click New Project by clicking File on the upper left corner of Photopea and open up a new 5 by 7 inches page. I know what you're thinking. What graphics are we going to add to our card? Well, I found a gem of a platform for you where you can generate unlimited graphics without signing up or logging in. Although Midjourney and Leonardo AI are great platforms, but they both have limitations, and not everyone wants to purchase a subscription right away. Maybe once you get the hang of it, then you can definitely go for these investments. Till then, I have just the website for you. It's called Raphael.ai, and it gives you unlimited image generations, no strings attached. I'm going to use it to generate elements/clipart/graphics for our invite from here. I gave ChatGPT a prompt to give me some ideas on what elements I can add to the card, and it gave me a list. I'm going to use that to generate all my graphics from Raphael.ai. For a rainbow-themed card, we want some rainbows, a sun, some clouds, some confetti, etc. So you can see here how I'm generating multiple of these images by altering my prompt very slightly. I went with the watercolor pastel-y style. I generated lots of these graphics, and now I have tons of options to choose from when assembling my invite. Now, just follow along for how I decide to create this invite. I added all my generated elements to my artboard. The first thing I did was to add a background for my card. It's this gradient sky. I then added the rainbows, and using the magic eraser tool, I removed the background. Now, this is one of those features on Photopea that you can use completely free. On Canva, to remove background, you need to have a paid subscription. Moreover, you can't even edit the graphics like erase some parts of them, etc. Here you can see me cleaning up the edges of the rainbow. I was also going back and forth with which rainbow to go for. I was using this eye icon to hide and unhide the rainbows to visualize which one looked better. You can also move the layers up and down to place them in front or back of either one. This video would get too long if I went into the nitty-gritty of how to use certain features of Photopea. So if you'd like me to create a separate video on how to use Photopea, just comment below. Also, let me know which feature you'd like to learn. Further in this video, you can see me adding more elements like the sun, balloons, etc. to the card. I'm going back and forth to my mood board to get inspiration for where to place all these elements. The mood board really helps you visualize your ideas and also helps you come up with new ones. I have sped up the process of adding all these items. However, I will link the download link and full blog post with written instructions in my description for you to check out. You can download the PSD file and simply open up Photopea and just edit this card the way you want. If you'd like to customize the text, you can easily do that. One other thing about Photopea is that you can import your own fonts to use. I always use 1001fonts.com to search for and download fonts. I downloaded a couple of fonts and then tested them out to see which looked better, as you can see. I used ChatGPT to help write me some sample content for the card. I tweaked it a little according to my own ideas and then placed them on the card. You can see me using the blending options option to drop shadow behind the text to help stand it out and be visible. There are lots of other options on how I can edit the text. For instance, the arch option I just used. I also used the circle shape to create a cloud-like object underneath the rainbow. When you're satisfied with how the card is, you can save it as PSD for it to be customizable for your Etsy customers. Or if you're making this for yourself, you can just save it as PDF for printing or as PNG/JPEG for digital files. If you'd like me to create another image on how to create a product listing for a product like this, please comment below. If I have enough people who want me to create a video, I will. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. See you in another video.